welcome to Top Rope Reality right here on the YouTube episode 74.
We gotta check because we're so high up in numbers.
Yes, so high up in numbers.
We're on part number 1, which is always Ringside News.
And what news it is this week? I mean,
I'm telling you,
we had a shooting. We had a
release.
A release. We had a couple of releases.
A suspension.
We had a suspension. We had someone going to jail for
people
murder.
Getting signed. New gimmicks. But I mean, it was because we were literally texting back and forth. I literally texted him and said, "This and this just happened," and he's like, "Saw this," and then, "Oh my gosh, another thing," and then the very next day, boom, something else. Very next day, boom, something else. Every single day, it seemed like this week there was something else that was major news, and we're gonna get right into it.
Yes. First off,
yes, go ahead.
First off is talking about the shooting that took place at the WWE Performance Center. Some whack job.
This guy was obsessed with one of the divas, and so I thought, okay, one of the Performance Center divas. No, no, it was not. It was Lita.
I know. When I found out, I was like, Lita, wow, and she's not there all the time.
No, she was just there because of the with the show. And that's why she wasn't there when he did that attack. I thought if he was going to be obsessed with him, it would have been like Eva Marie or Alexa Bliss. I mean, at least pick a young female at least. But anyway,
I mean, with Eva Marie, you have a chance. I mean, she's stupid enough to believe anything you say. So,
but they were saying that he was obsessed with the idea that he was going to get a job with WWE. I saw one of his little Instagram videos or wherever it was from, Twitter or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Well, here I am at the headquarters, about to go in for my interview." That's creepy. But he had a knife, and they've looked at the footage. Man had a knife, and he lunged at the police. The police backed up. They backed up, tried to give him some space. He lunged again, and they shot. And apparently, it was a life-threatening wound. So I don't even know I haven't seen any updates on if the man lived or died.
No, but you don't bring a knife to the gunfight in the first place, and you don't lunge at the police when they tell you to stop in your tracks, lay down on the ground. You do it.
Yeah.
So, and that's not the first time either. They've had trouble with him before.
Yes, they have actually. What they said was the day that he arrived when he got shot, that the court order for him no longer to come on the premises had not come to his home yet. So they had put that in writing, but yet it had not arrived yet to him, which kind of messes up the whole situation. But still, still either way, WWE was in the right, the police were in the right, and this man is crazy. Well, speaking of crazy,
yes, let's talk about Hulk Hogan.
Yes, I heard he cried on television.
He cried on TV. You know, if you cry on TV, pretty much everybody forgives you then because you cried on TV.
Not the WWE.
And no, I don't blame him.
I mean, you got to understand, if they were to hire him back so soon, or if they were to say, yeah, we forgive him and we'll be reviewing bringing him back, then the other story we'll talk about soon on here with a certain female, they would have said, well, that was in the past too, so we got to keep her hired on.
Right.
So if what's good for the goose got to be good for the gander.
Oh,
they cannot let one thing go and let another thing be a big issue. So
I mean, give it time to burn out. I mean,
I'm telling you, in a year or two.
Yeah, I don't say a year. I'd say a year. After WrestleMania next year, if they decide to bring it back, they'll bring it back, and there'll be nothing done about it. I mean, it'll be done.
Right. But yes, so they officially commented on a potential Hogan return, and they said they remain steadfast in their decision. Yeah. But another legend from that era. This happened in 1983. Every one of these instances are past things.
Yes.
Hogan was in the past. Snuka's issue was in 1983.
With his girlfriend.
With his then girlfriend, who unfortunately died, and he is now being charged with third-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter with the death of his then girlfriend. But they're saying that the reason they reopened it because it was considered a cold case.
Right.
They reopened it, and they said that the reason why is because he dug his own grave, because he told the lawyers and the police one thing back in 1983, and then he put a book out. Don't ever do that.
If you don't know what you tell people.
Thank you, because his book explanation was different, and some other interviews he's had different.
When they start changing, there's something to it.
Now they're trying to say that his lawyer saying not only is he suffering from stomach cancer, but also from partial dementia. His lawyer will have a doctor to prove this, but
he will not. He will not go to prison.
No.
He may be on. He may be on forever house lockdown.
Yes. What is that called? House arrest.
Yeah, under house arrest.
Under house arrest, and they'll have medical staff to help him because he's getting pretty bad. But the partial dementia thing will be challenged by the plaintiffs. They will have their own doctor examine him. I guarantee you, because they have to have, complete proof, because they're saying that he cannot stand trial. He cannot get on the witness stand. But it also is not a good thing for Vince, because I don't know if you read this or not, but when they originally had these hearings and stuff, these discussions with the lawyers, Jimmy Snuka, even though he was in the middle of 1983, which was a huge time for wrestling, he said he was too broke to pay for defense.
Yeah, I read that part.
That's crazy. Yeah. But what happened with Vince was they said that him and Vince went in with the lawyers, and Jimmy Snuka said all he could remember was that Vince went in with a briefcase. What's the first thing you think of a briefcase?
Bribery.
Bribery with money. I'm not saying that's what happened. It wasn't there in 1983. Wasn't even born yet. Okay. All I'm saying is that looks suspicious. When someone says all I remember was he had a briefcase. I remember nothing else. You might need to remember something else quick. Okay. Because
I was going to say he went there with a bag with a dollar sign on it. You know. And when he didn't come out with it, he went in with it. Didn't come out with it.
The $1 million man showed up with it.
Yes, I know.
But they're saying that Vince went in there, and then all of a sudden,
Vince is fixed to have dementia now, so
this all of a sudden become a cold case after Vince got involved. Seems a little strange. That's just weird.
I know.
But
wasn't like a Hogan. It wasn't like it was Hogan's Jimmy Snuka.
Right. So why did he go to bat for him that much? It's kind of weird. But in good news, for at least for these guys, as long as they don't put nothing stupid on social media in the last 5-10 years.
Yes.
2 top indie names reportedly signed with WWE. They have signed Rich Swann, that's what that is, and Biff Busick.
Yes. I've seen both these guys. Rich
is a very athletic black male.
He's skinny. He's
very tiny.
Very little, not real little, but
yeah.
He'd be perfect for the cruiserweight.
Yes, he's very athletic. I've heard that he can move around.
There's a lot of moves he's going to have to stop doing. So.
Of course. But they are supposedly reporting to the Performance Center pending the passing of the usual physical.
Yeah.
But we've seen where Rich, they said that he had to pull out of some dates because of his commitments to WWE. We have not seen anything about Biff.
No. So I'm saying right now, Rich is officially signed. Biff's not so soon.
And then in some more bad news, I'm trying to break it down for you.
This is on TNA's side here.
Yes. On the same day that the man got shot in Florida, this happened in Florida. They just had a busy day in Florida.
Not good for Florida, I know.
Bram was arrested and suspended indefinitely from TNA.
Which is a good thing for them.
Yes, you got to stay steadfast on the situation. Yeah. You can't pull Hogan's new DVD and all the stuff that TNA was going to put out, and then be like, well, Bram, he'll be back soon. But they were advised by the police department that he had been arrested and charged with 2 felony counts of domestic battery and false imprisonment. Now, what you're saying to yourself right now, if you lived under a rock, is that Charlotte must have got beat up. But that's not the case, because they are still legally married, but they are separated.
Yeah, very
and
weird.
He's dating another woman named Ashley. Apparently, he likes Ashley.
He likes to beat up Ashley.
Apparently. But apparently, from what I read, it was that they had an argument. She ran into her room for safety. And that he ran behind her, exactly what it is. He ran in behind her and blocked the door for she couldn't get out. And then I hear that she choked her on the bed. You are stupid because WWE will never hire you back. TNA will probably end up firing you because it says indefinitely. So you're probably fired already.
I'd cut ties. I mean, they can't really pay anybody. I'd cut ties as quick as possible. That's one less we got to worry about paying.
Exactly. And then on top of that, what indie promotion is going to bring you in when you look like a wife beater? Because that's not good for their business. So hopefully he's got a good college education to fall back on and can find a better
career. Wherever, Canada, wherever, because
UK, that's where he's from.
He ain't gonna make it no more. Because it's like, hey, we have bad goods there. We ain't touch him.
Yeah. So he's gonna be out probably indefinitely from wrestling in the U.S. And then we have another one, and I'm not even going to try to say her name. She was a NXT diva who was apparently running with Solomon Crowe as his sister.
Yeah, that was a new thing. It just started
on the live events.
Yes.
But apparently,
Seth should tell his girlfriend to be smarter.
Yes, that's true. But at the time, like I said, these are all in the past. This happened in 2012.
Yes, it did. But WWE is there.
They've got to look out for themselves and social media. If you have you want to be an actress or an actor, or you want to be in music, which music they don't give a crap. You can post all kinds of stuff. What?
Or nudity.
Or if you want to be in nudity, what?
If you want to be naked on social media, because Seth was.
True.
And they haven't done nothing to him unless this is his punishment. He's going to lose to John Cena and Sting at Night of Champions.
Exactly.
No Nazi stuff. No talking about black people. No talking about any minority. No talking about any.
Don't kill your girlfriend.
Don't kill your girlfriend.
Yeah, because Snuka has been fired from his Legends contract, obviously.
Yes.
But yes, this is the girlfriend of Seth Rollins, and she has been fired from the company because of pro-Nazi artwork that was in 2012. It got deleted, and somehow in this vast world of the World Wide Web,
right,
some fan was able to pull it back up even though it was deleted.
Somebody saved it. Somebody probably saved it. And then,
they said, "Oh, I'm gonna piss somebody off here." So they apparently reposted it, and now she's in travail. But here's the thing: this also happened to Solomon Crowe's real-life girlfriend, who is Havoc. Apparently, she had posted things.
Yes,
she went for a tryout. She posted things, and she got chastised for it. And you see, she ain't been on TNA television, and she ain't been in WWE. So,
so weird.
You got to understand, you can't hate people on social media. You can't post stupid stuff on social media. You can't call people names. You can't be naked on there. You can't do none of this stuff. Like you said, his punishment's coming.
Maybe.
And maybe it's the fact that his girlfriend got fired as part of his punishment too.
Could be.
Hopefully he doesn't do what Jerry Lawler did. It's like, I'm walking too.
Where are you gonna go? Ring of Honor? Back to Ring of Honor?
Exactly. They'll take him with open arms.
Yeah, he ain't make as much money.
No, he won't. But anyway, I mean,
we know money talks, we don't walk. So
you just got to think about things. You can't you can't go after minorities. You can't go after.
But this is now. This is 2015. Back then it wasn't as bad as it is now. So you're not thinking back then. But now everything you did back then is biting you in the ass today.
But that's what I'm saying. If you have any aspirations,
so today you better start thinking, going, crap, did I put anything on? Did I put anything out there? Now people are freaking out.
Any indie wrestler,
yes,
should think about this and say, you know what? If I posted anything derogatory towards any minority or any majority or any, public figure or dogging on anybody, because now I haven't read the whole article, but they're saying that WWE was going to start doing social media background checks.
Yes, I saw that too. I hadn't read the article, but I did see the title.
So
you kind of figure, by reading the title, you kind of figure what it's going to say, so,
So, I mean, that's... That just shows right there that they're realizing that they're hiring these people and they're not paying close enough attention to what's going on. So yes, people need to start being smarter on the internet. You can say things in person to people that's not recorded. Who cares?
So you think it's not recorded? I hope it's not recorded.
Well, Hogan didn't know it was recorded. Hey, there you go. But a new gimmick for a tag team, because apparently, supposedly, hopefully, I don't care.
Do you want them? Do you want them to stay the same, or do you think they should be repackaged?
It depends on what the repackage is. If they come out as the ding dongs, then no.
That's the front office of the WWE, the ding dongs.
True.
We're talking about Lost Matador.
ZZ comes out up to the main roster and they dress up as alligators to be his backup, then no. Let's stay as El Matadores. Okay? Because Lost Matadors was Primo and Epico. They ran with Rosa Mendez. They were tag team champions, weren't they?
They were, yes.
Then they become Lost Matadors, and they're just a joke, and they have a little midget bull. And now they were trying to make them more serious, put them in tag team contention. Nobody cares anymore.
Nobody cares. No, who cares?
They're Puerto Ricans acting like Mexicans.
And they make jokes about them. People on commentating make jokes, says that about them being Puerto Rican bullfighters. Olay!
They've made jokes about it. I've seen where they made jokes about themselves. So maybe that's why they're trying to repackage it, but how many times?
We will know if we haven't seen them since the tag team match. So if you don't see them for a while, then they'll be repackaged.
But how many times can you repackage them before you fire them?
Well, a lot of times, dude, you can repackage a lot of people that think it's great, and it comes up being El Succo.
Well, Los Succo happened a long time ago when Los Matadors first showed up.
Yeah.
But I say this. I say just bring and make them Primo and Epico again.
Maybe the repackaging.
Rehire Carlito and make a 6-man tag match. Right there with some people.
Yeah. Well, talking about tag teams, we're going to talk about the tournament has been set for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Not tag team tournament. You can't say tournament.
No.
Don't say tournament.
It's a tournament.
It's classic. It's classic. It's classic. And the
well, I mean, some of the matches have already been done.
October 7th when they have the finals.
Yes, it will be. Yes. And the next takeover. It'll be takeover October, takeover December then.
They're getting more of them, and I'm happy about that. Bracket A, the first round matches. Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy taking on, obviously you know what's going to happen here, Angelo Dawkins and Sawyer Fulton.
I haven't seen this one, but yeah, you figured so.
Finn Balor and Samoa Joe taking on the Lucha Dragon.
I like that, and you can get a feud out of that between Balor and Joe, which we think is going to beat the Lucha Dragons.
What?
Are they get the Lucha Dragons?
I think all these first round matches have already happened.
I haven't seen this one yet. Some of them are already on here. Some of them are already on. They have on here what happened.
I could have sworn all of them happened.
But they could have on.
Because like the top one, that already happened.
That's already happened. They're still screwed up.
Wesley Blake, not Break.
Yeah,
and
Blake and Murphy.
Yes, you just say Blake and Murphy because that just screwed me up right there.
Yes.
Blake and Murphy versus the Vaudevillains. I know that already happened. Tucker Knight and Eliza Sampson. You know that's what's happening here because this already happened too. Taking on Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder from North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Exactly. Bracket C. Mojo Riley and Zack Ryder already know that this happened on a live event.
Okay.
Yes, it did. It did happen on a live event.
Okay.
Taking on Marcus Louis and Alexander Wolf. And it was not Marcus Louis in the match. It was Alexander Wolf, but it was somebody else's name. They changed it.
They changed? Oh.
Yes, I will show you in the break.
Okay.
Jason Jordan and Chad Gable defeated. We already know this was on the show.
And it's already said it too.
It does. It was on the show, taking on Neville and Solomon Crow.
We know this one too because we saw this one way back. But yeah, I mean it hadn't happened yet. But
yeah, the bottom one already was filmed, but it hasn't happened yet. But it's next week. But this one just happened with Rhino and Baron Corbin in a very good match against the Ascension. And my gosh, can you say that the Full Sail University loves the Ascension? I don't know if you watched it yet or not.
I haven't watched it all the way.
Oh my gosh! I hope you watched that Evil rematch.
I did watch that.
Brutal.
I've got to go back and watch the whole thing.
Brutal.
Or not just the terrible match.
Brutal.
And I hate for Bayley to be women's champion now. If she got to lose a good horse. Horse, I said horse. That read everything. Her face doesn't move. Okay, that whore. Is that better?
She's married. She's the
one woman. Care.
She's a one man woman.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, anyway. But yes, so it looks like they're saying the plans, I'll add this in here right now, they're saying the plans for the women's division in NXT is that Bayley will feud with Dana Brooke first, and then feud with Eva Marie, and that they're trying to show that Eva Marie is showing all her detractors wrong when she wins the title. But if you suck still, it's not going to help. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but once she didn't kick out of that match, and the fans ate her up.
Look, they probably edited it too. They probably edited a lot more, added some of that where it wasn't as bad as it turned out to show on TV, but it was terrible. Terrible. And the sliced bread or sliced red.
Sliced bread.
Is so freaking slow.
It is slow. She can't get up there.
My God, it's so slow, and she can't get up.
There.
She can't get up from getting that clothesline. She's so damn slow.
The other woman's having to push her over.
Yes. I think she needs to wrestle somebody like Natalya, so Natalya can take her to school.
Yes, amen. But then Tyler Breeze and Bull Dipsey,
it's ties. I'm sorry. Use her for a backstage interviewer.
Use her for a manager. I don't care.
A manager. Use her for an ambassador. Yes. You want her. If you like her for her beauty, her redness, but do not make her women's champion.
It's gonna be bad.
Because that is a slap in the face to Bayley, to Sasha Banks, Charlotte,
and Becky
Paige, Becky Lynch, any woman who has held the NXT title. That's a slap in their face, thinking that this thing can do it. Oh, so you had the big story. So it's the girlhood dream. She probably can't even act right when she wins the title of how to really celebrate.
She comes out so weird. She has I like the robe and everything. She has the presentation with the robe, but when she walks out there, it's like a deer in the headlights when she's walking around. It's like play to the crowd, do something. She's just like, I'm blowing kisses to you, unto you.
And I know that Corey Graves has to do his job because that is his job. But I hope he is sick to his stomach, knowing that he has to do this, put her over when it's not. Shouldn't be. I'm sorry, Brian Kendrick, but you're going to fail on teaching this thing how to wrestle.
Yeah, he needs to help her speed up something. But anyway, the last match we didn't talk about is the oddball tag team with Tyler Breeze and Bull Dipsy. That was a Carter's Corner and a Hogan's Hangout, or whatever you want to call it.
Yes, it was.
Tyler Breeze and Bull Dipsy taking on Johnny Gargano.
It was Hogan's Hangout on Carter's Corner there.
There you go. And that's a new segment. Anyway, and Tommaso Ciampa. That is two free agents, the biggest free agents in the USA.
And why are they here? And why are they winning? There has to be a catch. You bring in people, they win. There's something.
They're on WWE.com with a huge article going over their careers.
They had a backstage segment with William Regal.
All they seemed to say was, "Thank you for the opportunity." Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Well, hey, you're there. There's some people ain't there at all.
That's true. They got a backstage segment, and then this Wednesday, tune in. Hopefully, you probably won't see this before Wednesday, but.
Being on holiday, may be done.
Maybe done.
Yes.
But anyway, Wednesday they will be on the NXT TV, so you need to watch that because I think it's going to be a good match.
I'm going to see how much they build them up to.
And
if they keep talking about internet sensation, I mean indie sensations, then I think Hunter's going to. Hunter's doing great.
He's taking over the indies like Vince took over the territory.
Yes.
Ring of Honor are coming for you, brother. I said brother. I said brother.
Okay. So you have any Russell K news or anything?
I did not jot down anything, so we'll go over that next week. This was a long NXT special, if you will.
It was.
But I'm looking forward to this tag team tournament, and I'll go ahead and pick the winner that I want, and I want Gargano and Ciampa to win because they're the dark horse. Nobody knows them, and that may be the way they can win. It's because people aren't used to their style. People haven't studied.
Well, if you said that most of these are over with, I'll look at it with the break because it's at 23 minutes already.
It's at 23 minutes, and in part 2, we're coming up with SummerSlam 2008-2009 with the pay-per-view review. We're almost done. 2009. So that's 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got 5 more, so we'll probably do 2 next week and 3 the next.
Or 3 next week and 2 the last.
Either way, we're going to finish it up in the next 2 weeks because we're not going over the latest one because we just did that.
And then between that few weeks in October and part of November, we'll knock out Survivor Series.
We will figure that one out and time it out a whole lot better.
Some week could be 1, some week could be 2. It all depends.
Might have a 3, I don't know.
Well, that's it for part 1. Thank you for watching this week. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm Jessica.
And we'll see you right back here for part 2.
Pay-per-view.
A review.
Exactly.
And we'll talk about SummerSlam. We'll click on over and we'll see every one of you in a few clips.